What is going on, guys? I'm Nick, and today we're taking a look at another case for the iPhone 15 Pro, and it's going to be one from Apple directly. It is going to be their silicone case, which we completely skipped last year because of one reason that I'm going to get into as we cover the case. But let's get right into it, starting with the packaging itself. Typical Apple packaging, white box, really nice picture of the case on the front, and then you can see the model it's for, which is the iPhone 15 Pro. Is going to be the silicone case. It is MagSafe compatible, and let's work our way over to the back. You get some instructions on how to put the phone in the case, and then a little bit more over on the back. You can go ahead and pause and read if you would like, but there's really not too much going on. White box, pretty much all the way around. Now up here, you do normally get a nice little pull tab to yank on right there and open the case up, but I have been testing this, so it's already going to be open. And we get to pull this open right here, and you get to unveil the case very nicely. Of course, Apple does always have very nice packaging. I got to give them credit for that. And here is the case itself. Super nice, very soft silicone, already collecting dust, of course. That's kind of what silicone does. Can't blame them for that. You get your Apple logo right here on the back. And then over on the inside, you get a very nice microfiber lining, which is extremely soft. You can see MagSafe is built in. You can also see right below that MagSafe ring, it says iPhone right there. And then right here, I'm pretty sure it says designed by Apple in California. Not really too sure if I'm going to be able to get to pick that up. But either way, on the inside, you can see it does keep pretty much the microfiber lining all the way through the inside, which is very nice to see. So that way you know it's not going to be scratching your phone up. It is going to keep the entire phone protected on the inside. But that's really all there is to look at. Let's go ahead and grab the phone and snap it right in. This is going to be the iPhone 15 Pro in black titanium. And we're going to snap it in just like this. Of course, that is something only Apple's cases do. When you put them on, it lets your phone know what color it is, and it gives you that nice little animation. But there is the case on the phone. I do have to admit, it is a very nice looking case. It's very minimal, and I'm actually a pretty decent fan of it. I did have it for my 14 Pro, but we're going to talk about that as we go. I am going to go ahead and throw the price up on the screen for this one. It should be up here somewhere in the middle, but it is from Apple, so it's going to be a little on the pricey side, I'll admit. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some protection. Looking at our camera lenses right here, you can see the lip does come up just far enough to keep those lenses safe. Not a crazy lip, but it is definitely there. I do like how you get a pretty dark lip compared to the rest of the case. This case is supposed to be black, but I do think it's a little towards the blue side. But either way, that could just be me rambling about it. Let's go ahead and try out the wobble test real quick. As you can see right here, really no wobble over on the bottom, maybe a tiny bit. As we work our way up, we do get all that wobble we normally see, and it's all from the top left corner. Again, that is not really the case's fault. It's just because of how large the camera is on this phone that it has to accommodate for it. Even with no case, the phone wobbles. That's just how it works. So can't knock it any points for that. If we look over at the front, you get a very minimal screen lip. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here, so that is something to keep in mind for sure. But you can see that the lip is going to be a minimal one. If you don't have a tempered glass screen protector, you do get more of a lip, but I do recommend you rock one that you can just not listen to me if you don't want to. Over here, on the volume button side, you can see you do get a button for the action button. I absolutely love to see that. I've found myself kind of growing accustomed to the button. I definitely enjoy having that over a standard cutout. But let's go ahead and give it a try. Very nice and tactile button. Let's move over to the volume buttons. Very nice tactile buttons among the three of them. Very clicky. And then over on the bottom, you get a pretty nice cutout for the USB-C port down there, and then precise cutouts for the speaker and microphone holes specifically. You can see they are precisely cut out. Over on the right side, nothing except the power button. Go ahead and test it out. a very nice power button, just as tactile and clicky as the volume buttons were. Over on the top, completely closed. And before we move on to the MagSafe test, I want to talk about why I really didn't cover these cases last year. Not going to sugarcoat it, I absolutely hated midnight. I hated the midnight color. I did not want to purchase any of the midnight color stuff. Even the leather cases, which I usually love, I hated that they got rid of the black. I wish they kept the black, and I really did not enjoy midnight. So I did not want to put it, I didn't want to put it on my phone. I didn't rock those cases very much until one day I was gifted a silicone midnight case for my iPhone 14 Pro, which is right here. And let's just go ahead and take a look. Midnight versus the black. Black is on the 15 Pro, and then midnight is the empty case. Tell me if you guys can notice a difference, because I'm a little bit at a loss. I feel like I was hating on midnight for so long just for this to happen. Apple released black and pretty much kept it the same color. But anyways, that could just be me kind of losing my mind about it. Of course, you can tell that it's the 14 because it has the cutout. But yeah, that is midnight versus black silicone case right there. That's all it was. But let's go ahead and keep moving on with the video, and let's test out some MagSafe. So with the Spigen OMAG ring, as always, we're going to start. It snaps on just like that. And this is going to have some very nice strength right off the bat because of the fact that this Spigen OMAG ring has silicone and silicone on the case. They stick very well to each other, so even some pretty rough shaking, you can see it's going to stick just fine. Even as a stand, it is not going anywhere. Just knocked it over, but the case still held on to the grip. So nothing to worry about there. Now let's go ahead and snap on the Apple MagSafe battery pack, and we'll test wireless charging as well as a little bit of strength. Snaps on just like that. Charges just fine. It is a fairly thin case, so you don't really have anything to worry about there. And this is going to be the same thing as the OMAG ring. There is a very soft silicone on the back of this battery pack, so when it adheres to the back of this case, it is not going anywhere. Even simulating some pretty rough drops, it barely gets knocked out of place. Unless I pull it off, you can see it is really not going to go anywhere. This is one of those cases that even if you drop it with this battery pack on, it might stay on. But let's keep moving onto the leather wallet. So we're going to snap this on just like this. We do get the animation finally, but right here you can see the leather does tend to stick pretty nicely to the case itself. You can totally tell that this leather wallet, which is true black, does not match to the case at all. But anyways, we're not talking about that right now. Simulating a drop. This is another case that you can totally drop this with your wallet on, and the wallet's probably going to stay on. Maybe if it's like a crazy drop, you'll lose the wallet, but I wouldn't be worried about it. I would definitely trust this case with my MagSafe wallet. Now we're going to do our big test. We're going to pull out the Base One from Nomad. This is a very heavy charger. It is a 1 pound charger, which is glass, metal, and a full MagSafe puck built in. And we're going to see if this case can lift it. Snap it on just like that. You can see, of course, it does charge just fine. And can it lift it? And yes, it can. As you can see, it's completely off the desk. I'm not touching the base at all. There it is. Crazy to see that. I do want to try. Again, I'm not going to touch the charger itself, just touching the phone. See if it can turn it on its side. And it can. You can see right there, I'm not touching anything. If I shake it, okay, you actually do get a little bit of shaking out of this one. I can already say that this case is going to be probably like an 8 out of 10 when it comes to MagSafe strength. So I absolutely love to see that. I'll give you guys one last look around the case and then we'll call it a day for this one. So back to our cameras right here. Pretty nice camera lip. It is pretty minimal, but it's a minimal case all around, so can't complain there. Looking at the front right here, you do get a pretty decent lip right there. And I do think I forgot to do the fit test. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that in right now. As you can see right here, pretty snug fit, especially for a silicone case. You can see the top is really snug. Bottom has a little bit of pull, but that is because of the pretty generous cutout over on the bottom. The sides are really snug. Let's try the buttons. Buttons just a tiny bit of pull, and I am pulling pretty hard on there. So pretty nice fit, I would say. Over on the volume side, continue with our last look. Really nice that you have a dedicated button for the action button, and then they're all very tactile. Over on the bottom, USB-C port cutout is fairly generous, and then precise cutouts for your speaker and your microphone holes. Over on the power button side, just the power button, which is also very tactile, and then completely closed over on the top. But that is it for this one, guys. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it by hitting that like button, and remember to subscribe. Helps me out a ton and helps me make these videos for you guys. Also, let me know what you guys think about this color. Is it really black? Is it just midnight? Did you like midnight at all? And if you did, let me know why. I already preferred black, but I'm not gonna ramble about it right now. Remember to leave a ton of suggestions in the comments of any cases, accessories you want to see me cover. I'm going to be trying to cover a ton of them for the iPhone 15 Pro. But that is it. I'll let you guys get out of here, and I'll see y'all in the next one.